Hello guys, I'm going to show you the pool areas at Bellagio. Now it's winter time, it's end of 2016, so it's not going to be like summertime, and some of them will be closed. I'll show you. So I just got out of the spa tower, just straight down to the pool. You have an elevator that brings you right here. Obviously, you know, this section is closed. And you'll find lots of these sections closed in the higher end resorts, whilst in the low end resorts, it'll be completely closed. Everything will be closed, generally speaking, with the exception of, I think, a couple of off-strip. You know, sometimes off-strip they offer more than on-strip, for obvious reasons. So it's closed, but it's pretty, and it's a shame because, you know, it'd be nice to take a dip, but it is actually quite chilly right now. What I noticed in this winter in Vegas, what I noticed, I mean, it's fall, but it feels winter, believe me. It's apparently quite unusually cold. What it feels to me is that unless you're in the sun, it's quite chilly, and but then in the day it heats up, obviously, because of the sun, and then in the evening it cools down a bit. But the morning is the coldest time. So my point to you is that, of course, unless you're a kid or unless you find a heated pool, which this one will be, then it's quite unpleasant. But of course, all resorts that have pools open in winter, they will have heated pools. That's obvious. So this is another section that it's closed, but I'll show you the one that's open. Oh, look at how pretty it is. Makes me want to go in. So Bellagio is, all in all, obviously a higher end resort. Great customer service, even with the little problems that I had this time. But the customer service is second to none. I mean, it's really, really, really good. You tend to forget what customer service is like sometimes in some of these Vegas resorts. There's another lovely fountain. You get to see this as you walk around Bellagio from the various windows. You sit down and you see all this. And there is no loud thumping music. Of course, it's off season, that's a start. But I know this is a major pool. What I like though, I don't know if they do this when it's high season, given that clearly they just have one pool open in winter, which is great actually. Let me just double check the height. The depth. 3 and can't see if it's 3.5 or 3.5 feet. Looks deeper, doesn't it? So I'll quickly show you. Well, no, I'll slowly show you this. The various cabanas. I'll see if I can take a peek, though none of them seem to be utilized. So what I noticed in a couple of other resorts is that they actually have an adult pool and a kids pool, and then other types of pool. MGM Grand seem to have that. Even Excalibur has that in winter, but they also have it in the summer. I don't know actually. Bellagio, I mean, there are such few people that obviously it's quite chilly, as I said. That obviously it almost becomes redundant. Probably that's what they think, given that this pool is actually rather large. It's very long. I mean, it's shallow. If you guys like deep pools, you will be disappointed. Of course, there's no diving anywhere because it's so shallow anyway, apart from disturbing people. A little bit of music here. See if this one's open. There's a little bit of sun, but it doesn't look like it's open. Well, I mean, if it's closed, they tell you, don't they? So. Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily closed. It's very nice, I have to tell you, it's very nice. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Aria. It's similar, you know. Aria is green, it's beautiful, it's got different sections of pool. Though this one is a little bit more elaborate with regards to architecture, of course. So as I said, there are many, many pools in Vegas resorts are shallow, okay? Not all. Some of them have swimmers pools, and others have the traditional pools, which are quite deep on one end, but very few. Mostly they're shallow. You might want to check on that if it matters to you. The good thing about winter is that actually there are few people, and it means that you can actually enjoy the pool without having to push through. I tell you, when it's busy in high season, forget about swimming, unless you are in a swimmer's pool. Forget about anything. You just stand there or sit there. So you got little cute little pool areas reserved for when the sun actually comes out properly. It's in the morning right now, eh? Look at how pretty. But even the music is not thumping. I really dislike thumping music. People that like thumping music, they go to pool parties, right? It's pleasant enough, you know. I mean, you want to relax, right? Sometimes. Especially in the morning. Can you imagine? There are some resorts in the morning that have thumping music so early, and it's like, no, I just went to bed at 4. I just want to ease in the day, you know? See, so there are some sections that are open. Look, there's another pool area. Let me take a look at it for you. I have to tell you, I've stayed at Bellagio before, but I have never come to the pool area before. I mean, sometimes you just are so busy there you don't have time. But I'm checking out, but I got up a little earlier, and so that I could show you this, okay? I'll show you, look. Lots and lots of course, you have to bear in mind that people will look at you. You don't mind that, do you? From the various windows, from the various floors, dining areas, all sorts of things. 3.5 feet, same depth. This one looks even more, oh, it makes me want to come in and swim. I should have. Okay. But it will be probably more populated when the sun is higher. I don't know if you can see. I want to show you. You see, like, it's practically covered by Cosmopolitan, a little section of the Bellagio itself, and area. So show this section here. But as I was saying, I really was impressed by customer service this time, as I was last time. 99%, you know, of the time. Now I'm actually really cold. Almost want to wear my jacket. You really want to be in the sun, I tell you. And then there's a little, let me see, a whirlpool. Sorry if I shake a little bit. As I walk, I shake a little bit, and I'm carrying lots of bags at the same time. Yeah, there you go. There's a little hot tub, which is really probably where you want to be when it's this cold. But it's in the sun, you know. So I don't know if this actually, if it's something that you can see. The sun is really shining on my eyes. I can barely see anything. Now I'm gonna go back in the shade, and I think I've given you a good idea. Oh, I said that I might pool cafe here. I want to see if I can go to this side. You want to see some cabanas? See what I can show you. But there's nothing in them, you know, because if they're closed, sometimes they actually empty them completely. So it's not like you're going to be able to see anything. But I'll see if I can show you. Oh, they're actually closed off. I'll show you from a distance. You have to book them in advance. Well, you have to book them basically, not even in advance. Obviously, remember it's off season, so everything is very quiet. But then look at what we've got here, boys and girls. Pure water technology. Isn't that great? The one thing I don't like is when people, I'll tell you, if you're one of those, I don't like it. Put their own water bottle right there. Can you see? Just really close. So that's a sharing of germs and nobody really needs. But at least the facilities are there. Okay, so little peekaboo. But it's all closed off. Nothing's really working, right? Nothing is operational. Plus these are really far away as well. Okay guys, so you got an idea of what Bellagio's like. I like it. Personally, I like huge waterfalls everywhere. And for that you have to go to Mirage. Wynn is also quite nice, but I like Bellagio. But then again, don't let it fool you. This is because it's low season. It will be very, very busy in high season, okay? Very busy. Hot tub right there. And with this view, I leave you guys. Bye from Bellagio, Las Vegas. See you on top-buffet.com. Ask me any questions that you may have there. We have a comments section there. Don't make up some email address that doesn't exist. I've had this problem lately. Some people trying to contact me in various ways. Just contact me through the comment sections. If you want it private, I won't publish it, you know, I won't post it. But that's how you can contact me. It's the best way. Okay guys, see you on top-buffet.com. Bye-bye. Having said that, I wanted to show you the reserved seating, which is very pretty. Reserved seating area right here. You can reserve it yourselves if there are any left. It may or may not come with your own booking package, you know. They have so many different flexible booking packages, and you can check what's included and what's not included. But either way, you can always reserve or try to reserve a seat or a chair like this, okay? All right guys, I'll leave you like this, pretending that you're right here. Maybe you can pretend. Bye-bye from Bellagio.